Hello, hello, hello. So welcome to Fantasy Whiplash. The first time ever,
Ever.
ever.
It's the beginning of something great.
So awesome to see some people in the chat
I
already.
know.
Loving that.
Hell yeah. Hey, everybody.
I see Britt, and Britt, your intro looked awesome. You know what about that intro though? We need some metal. I think we need metal.
I didn't hate it. I'm not going to tell her to change it.
Yeah, I mean it's not terrible, but we need
Some Metallica?
Yeah, we need something akin to it. Obviously,
Right.
we can't have it because of royalties.
Right.
I mean, unless you've got
No.
thousands and thousands of dollars.
I wish.
Jamie's here. Charlene's here. Bradley
Cindy's here.
is here. Alex Johnson, my boy from YPF, is here. Awesome, guys. Thanks for coming in. Obviously, this is part of the Dynasty Degens family, but it is the only redraft show in that grouping. So we will pop in a couple times here in the off season. And then you can write it in pen once the season starts. We'll be here every Tuesday night.
Maybe. What if the new schedule doesn't allow it?
Roxanne's flight schedule.
I got a new job. And I don't know my schedule yet.
What are you doing, Roxanne?
I will be a ramp agent for a very large airline.
Did you say like a rap agent?
Ramp.
Oh, ramp agent. But the tentative plan is Tuesdays because we want to, ideally, we'll talk just a touch about what happened over the weekend, fantasy-wise. We'll talk about the upcoming games at the end of the week. And we'd really like to get to you before you get your waivers in.
Yes.
And we'll have some sneaky grabs and stuff like that. So for those of you that don't know, although I think everybody in the chat does, my name is Sam. I'm an Aquarius. I enjoy long walks on the beach and barbecued ribs, not at the same time. You can find me on Twitter at buy and sell you. And I'm on there pretty frequently. So here's my partner in crime.
I don't do crime.
Yeah, right. You may have seen her before, either kicking butt in numerous leagues, kicking your butt and mine, or in the front row of a Tool or Metallica show. Is that accurate?
Yes, Metallica next month. Quite excited. 2-night show.
Had
to delay the new job so I could make sure I was not going to mess up my Metallica for the tickets I bought last September for July.
Yeah, that's accurate. And Jamie, it's blue. I know I'm wearing red right now, but it's blue. As you know, coincidentally, my underwear are currently. But she is the brains behind the operation. There is absolutely no substitute. She is Tom Brady's biggest fan. You can see him watching the show from behind her.
Damn right.
Queen Roxanne. Roxanne, say hi to the people.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for the shout out, Charlene. I do love this. Is my favoriteest hat ever, in fact. And now that basketball and now hockey are over, I can wear it every day. And my underwear are pink.
Did anybody notice I'm wearing this hat in the intro?
Oh, yeah, you are. I did actually notice that. I'm wearing a blue hat in the intro, actually.
how's that for planning? Although I don't have the orange shirt on. Should we move on, Roxanne?
I think we should cheers
it,
first.
or what are you thinking?
Cheers to our first show.
Cheers.
Yummy.
You don't have to tell me twice. All right. Let me get the formalities out of the way. This is the first show of Fantasy Whiplash, and it's not quite what the one you're going to see during the season. On our weekly show during the season, we're going to do a whip around, like I said, of games and upcoming games, fantasy performances, who played like Tom Brady, who pulled an Amber Heard. As you all know, that I'm quite a fan of.
She shit the bed.
She did shit the bed. So if I ever say that, that's what we're talking about. I can go ahead and scratch off in my notes the part where I said, and we didn't even say shit.
I didn't get that note.
We'll do news. We'll do grabs from the waiver wire to help you submit your claims, and so on and so forth like that. So please do all the YouTube stuff. Like the video, subscribe to the channel so you know when we're going live, and
definitely chat with us. Like, I see that Jamie's not wearing any underwear.
All right, Jamie.
Get it. I'm a fan of no underwear.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Jamie. That's what we're shooting for, depending on how Roxanne's schedule pairs out.
Right.
So.
And thanks to you, whoever said congrats on the new job. I appreciate that. I can scroll up, I guess.
No Jameson here. I'm a different person with brown liquor, man.
No shots on a freaking Tuesday.
Brown liquor is a problem for me. So you know, like I said, we're going to go through all the stuff, but we'll just, having a redraft show in the middle of the summer is a little bit difficult because we don't have any games to refer to,
right?
And stuff like that. So
we're just drafting right now.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about some of the people that we may or may not, want on our teams. So, it is.
You know who I want on my team?
Huh?
You know who I want on my team? Always?
Yeah, tell me.
Tom Brady.
Yep. Well, it's kind of wasting a roster spot.
He's still on one of my Dynasty leagues. Him and Gronk.
Still?
Yep. I ain't letting him go. I don't need that room yet.
Well, I guess you get the leadership presence.
That's right.
Well,
and Gronk's just there for fun.
That is the important part. And we are in the eve of best ball. I know a lot of you guys in the chat are familiar with all of the charity leagues and getting ready for best ball. So, let's tap a few guys that might be undervalued. The ADPs currently from Underdog, which of course runs drafts year round, are listed at PlayerProfiler.
How much have you had to drink?
4, 9, 12. You can find it at PlayerProfiler.com. Just search any player's name. It'll give you all the latest news and their ADP and stuff. So
look, Jamie just picked up Tom Brady yesterday in a 32-team league, and he's still 4% owned. There's always a chance. One more year, Tom, please.
I want to see somebody take him number 1.
No.
That's what
I would not advise that.
Everybody else is like taking him with their last pick in the draft. But Roxanne, for best ball, Not Tom Brady. Who do you think you're going to target? Aside from the usual suspects that'll go in the first round, who's somebody that you want to come away with in as many best ball drafts as possible?
So as much as he pissed me off last year because I took him with a lot of first picks and he was hurt, I think Christian McCaffrey is flying under the radar right now. I think a lot of people feel the way I do he is injury prone, right? Obviously. And you might miss a few games with him. But I still think people are undervaluing what he's doing in the offseason and what's going to happen with him.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I don't know if prone is the word, but certainly he is now. My concern is that it is a degenerative condition.
Right. Absolutely.
So the question is how degenerative, and
Right.
they're not going to tell us.
Right.
They're never going to admit it. So will we get a whole season? Will we get a half a season? Is half a season of McCaffrey almost as good as a whole season of somebody else?
Right. I think when he can perform, definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm going to take him. Like I said, there were quite a few leagues last year, and one was a very expensive Vegas league, and I am so mad still. I woke up, me and Smalls, we were in Vegas doing a draft together, and we're sitting at the bar the night before. We're like, one of us is going to get the first pick. I just know it. We just know it. And then we wake up the next day, and they send our draft order out, and I had the first pick. And I stressed all morning about it, and I am still pissed about it, but I took Christian, and that was just the beginning of my demise in that league.
I had pick 3 in the Scott Fish Bowl last year, Christian McCaffrey, and then I knew my season was done.
Yep.
Luckily, I don't really try to win at the Scott Fish Bowl. I just draft guys that I like.
Right.
They said there was extra tight end scoring, and I was like, ooh, Pitts, ooh, Bowers, ooh, Ingram. Like, that was my 2, 3, 4.
Right.
So, yeah, but as soon as Christian went down, I was like, well, any hope I had is gone by the way.
It wasn't just Christian. I drafted Ayuk. Like, my first 3 players were all hurt. And then I decided I'm going to go be crazy. And so I drafted Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison later. And it was my worst league, actually. I was doomed. David knows. It's a bitch. But I'm not mad at him.
I was pissed all year.
I was too. And I might still be a little pissed, but I'm still going to let people not draft him, and I will take him somewhere. He won't be my first running back, though, I'm taking, If he's there in the second or third round and I already have, a Saquon or Derrick Henry, somebody much better, I have no problem taking McCaffrey, but he will not be my number one. I'm going to McCaffrey.
Well, he's not going to go in the first round anyway, I don't think, unless it's a sizable league. I can't recall what his ADP is, but he's going at the very least middle of the second into the third.
And I wouldn't touch him before that, but if he's there, I will.
Yeah, I mean, if he just falls into your lap,
right.
I'm not. He's not on my do not draft list.
He's not on my do not draft list.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say that a lot of people gave up on Marvin Harrison Jr. last year. They say, I mean, the word bust was thrown around, and I mean, he had a pretty decent year for a rookie. It was like 900 yards, 7 touchdowns, and they're like, oh, because he didn't come in and pull Jamar Chase and set the world on fire right off the bat. So I think he's going to maybe slip a little more than he should in some drafts. I'm sure there are other people that are along my line of thinking that'll beat me to him. But I'm definitely going to be trying to leave for sure best ball and for sure redraft as well. I just saw a report today that he's put on some more muscle. I don't know if that's good or bad, honestly.
Right. It should be good.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. That way he's not so slight, although Devontae Smith has made a living out of it.
Right.
But anyway, you know, I don't. There's another one is George Pickens. I will not. He is on my DND list for redraft. In best ball, I'll take him for the spike weeks.
Right.
But as soon as you've got a redraft league and you're trying to plug him into lineups, you're just cruising for because somebody else can have him. Speaking of best ball, if you guys are not playing fast draft yet, you're totally missing out. It's literally like, I mean, you could take 5 minutes, set your rankings. You don't even have to be in the draft room. You just select Turbo Draft and however many $5 leagues you want to be in. And you could turn $5 into like thousands. But as long as we're talking about that, why don't we let the Podfather tell you about it? Podfather, where did you go?
This is Sam's first time. Give him a minute.
I haven't driven a car, man. I'm a champion guest. But here we go. Podfather. Yeah.
Let's face it, most people that play fantasy, they don't play DFS, they don't play big best ball tournaments. Why? Because it's too complicated and they feel like they can't win. And that's why we developed the Fast Draft Flex 4 game. You just draft any 6 guys, the top 4 enter your lineup every week. So if you love Garrett Wilson, you think he's going to outscore Tyreek Hill, or you love Breece Hall, and you think he's going to outscore Devon Achane because you're a big Jets fan, if you're right, you will make money. You don't need to be running big data models. You don't need to be soaked in strategy and understand the schedule forwards and backwards. That's the beauty of Flex 4. Sure, those with great strategy win more money, but those that have strong takes on players can also go out and monetize those positions. And the beauty is it's just $5 a draft, just $5. You can draft 150 times and the winner gets 10 grand. So use your host promo code to get a $50 deposit match. So when you deposit, use that promo code and then you get $50 on me, because Flex 4 is a whole new way to play best ball.
All right, you heard the man. We got the promo code right down here.
There, over there.
Right down here is
WHIP.
If put WHIP in, he will match you 50 for 50. That's $25 lineups that you could do for $50, and no league is the same. I know you're thinking, well, what if I put my rankings together and I'll just end up with all the same guys? No, there's that many different leagues of X number of players. So then they'll just send you an email that says, like, this is the dudes you got. So if you're not playing fast draft, boo to you. Go on and get with it.
Jamie does fast draft. She did 13 last week on Friday alone.
Love it.
That's pretty awesome.
It is.
And somebody up here said that they're not drafting. Who is it? It was right before.
Let me go back to the chat here.
Oh, Metcalf and somebody.
Pickens and Metcalf.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I like Pickens in best ball, for spike weeks,
right.
When he gets put into the lineup when he has a good one, because his spike weeks are usually pretty big. I tend to agree. Metcalf too. Metcalf might be a little overrated. I mean, even when Wilson was on top of his game, Podfather and somebody else were talking about that yesterday, and it got me thinking that, and who knows who's going to throw him the ball.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. They don't even have a quarterback.
Right.
In Pittsburgh yet. And what if it is Aaron Rodgers? Does that make you feel any better?
Not really.
Hell no.
I mean, even with the Jets, he started throwing the ball to Marquez Valdez-Scantling over and over again.
Obviously.
So, like, all bets are off.
Right.
Who's on your do not draft list that you're not touching?
I've thought about this a lot, and I think Najee Harris is on my do not draft list.
Yeah.
Late rounds, fine if he's still there, and I'm like, okay, I'll take him, but I ain't touching that. No, I know he went to San Francisco, but right? Didn't he go to San Francisco? No. LA.
Chargers.
Yeah. Sorry, LA. They drafted
Amarian.
Yes. And that's who I would take over him any day.
I think that's what everybody's leaning towards, because for all intents and purposes, Najee is on a 1 year like prove it deal. You know what I mean? Like they gave him like $4.5 million, I think, for one season. So maybe he'll get some goal line carries or spell Hampton. But Harbaugh likes the young guys, man.
Yep.
Quite a bit.
Yep. I think Najee was brought in just to be the backup, and they already knew what they were doing. So,
yeah.
Another one is Aaron Rodgers. I don't give a shit where he signs. He will never be on another team of mine. We were talking about it, but he will never be on another team of mine. I will go without a quarterback before I put him in a lineup.
I concur.
Hate that guy. Always have. Never drafted him. I drafted him when he went to the Jets the first year, and we all saw how that went. And so, no, he's on my do not draft list. Doesn't matter where he goes. Doesn't matter who he's thrown to.
And he's gonna go somewhere. He does this every year where he draws it out so that he can be the center of attention before he eventually signs.
He's an attention whore.
What I'd like to see is him sign somewhere and then not get the job.
That'd be great.
Somebody outplay him. Like Will Howard from Ohio State in Pittsburgh. That would be outstanding.
We got Jamie in here saying I'm not drafting Kelsey, and I feel the same way. I'm going for Noah Gray every draft. Every draft.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of wishy-washy on Kelsey. I could take him or leave him.
I don't want him.
I'm certainly not going to reach for him.
No. Well, you remember my draft, like a month ago? Remember how it went?
Yeah.
Kelsey went, I want to say second pick. I don't remember who it was, and I don't remember what draft it was, but I sent it to Sam like, am I in the fucking Twilight Zone right now? I got Jamar Chase at pick 4 because somebody took Kelsey instead of Jamar Chase.
Didn't that same person take somebody wacky in the first round too?
Was it Brock Purdy with their next pick, right? I think it was Brock Purdy.
It was.
I think that's what it was. It was Travis Kelce and Brock Purdy, first and second pick.
I mean,
my mind was blown. I was texting him like, I think something's wrong here. Like they didn't auto draft. These were their picks. These were their picks. You took Travis Kelce over Jamar Chase. Like I was all sad because I got the 4th pick. I knew Saquon was going to be gone. I knew Jamar Chase was going to be gone. And it was tight end premium. So I had thought about Bowers. I'm like, I'll take Bowers if he's there. But once Jamar Chase was there, like, oh, no. That was like a gift.
Angie says she'd rather draft herself.
I would too.
Rodgers.
I agree, Angie. And Jamie hates Aaron Rodgers. I have never liked Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling you, I've never had him on a roster until he went.
Angie's got a good arm too, so
I believe that.
Yeah.
Who are yours?
I mean, Pickens absolutely not in redraft. Absolutely not.
I guess we could just say like Steelers. We're not drafting many Steelers, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's easy for me because
There's no quarterback.
My team's in the AFC North, so I generally try not to draft any players from the AFC North. I think the last time I did in redraft, it might have been Ray Rice. I mean, it was eons ago. Best ball is a different thing, but I can't root for him, you know?
Right.
I think an odd one for me is Kyler Murray. I just think Kyler Murray is so overrated, and they're not giving him the help he needs. They think just McBride and Harrison is going to cut it, and then they just roll some no name out there, with them like Dortch, or you know what I mean.
Don't tell me it's Dortch season either. I'm done. That's sailed.
Yeah, I'm just not impressed by him at all, and I had him.
I really believe he's too small. I think he really is just too small for the NFL, and it's not ever going to happen for him. He can't grow. Believe me, I know. I can't grow either. I feel you.
I saw this meme. It said something like, this duo about to set the NFL on fire. And it's a picture, a giant picture of Marvin Harrison, and then just the tip of the head at the bottom of the frame of Kyler Murray.
Right. And his little alligator arms. It's not like he's just short, too. He's got tiny ass arms. Oh, Jamie.
That's a good question. That might be the only Steeler that I would consider, because he's walking right into a starting gig. And Warren is still there. Warren's going to get some carries, and Warren actually is a good best ball play.
That's what I was just about to say. I will take him in best ball.
Yeah. But yeah, Caleb, I think he's set up even better than Omarion, just because Najee's gone.
Right.
And it all comes back to Najee Harris.
I just don't trust Mike Tomlin enough to get me fantasy points. They're fillers. They're your bye week fillers.
Yeah,
and I love Mike Tomlin. By all means. I think he's like one of the most sexiest men alive.
Oh my God.
I know. I have always loved him, but not for fantasy.
Oh,
my fantasies, not fantasy football.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Does that hurt you?
Oh my God. I mean, like, man, it looks like he could see through you. He's got those big old eyeballs.
I'm telling you, I've always been in love with him. It's been a problem for years.
That's weird, but I'm the one that's
I never said I was normal.
Going home to Amber Heard, so
she shits in your bed.
Yes, she does,
and you like it.
Oh, low blow.
Just saying.
I'm not that guy.
She just had babies, didn't she? She just had twins, I think.
Huh?
She just had some babies. I think she just had twins recently.
Yeah, duh.
He's like, I pay the child support.
Yeah, I've been giving out cigars like candy. Giving out my favorite cigars. My favorite cigars are It's a Boys.
It's a Boys. Oh, fuck.
So, okay, let's, I don't know, because I know you don't play a whole lot of Dynasty. I don't know how much you've looked into rookies this year, but are there any of them that are particularly attractive to you in redraft? Genty's already going in the first round.
All right, so I'll tell you this. I have one Dynasty league. have no running backs. My running backs it's abysmal in my running back room. So, and I had the first pick. So I did take Genty with my first pick because I needed him. I also needed tight ends. My tight end room is shit. So first pick was Genty. My second pick is Loveland.
Oh, that's good.
It's not bad, but I needed players. And Warren was already gone.
I go back and forth between Loveland and Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
I actually am partial to Loveland. It's just the presence of Komet upsets me.
Right.
But I think they'll use him more for.
I do too. I think they've already done their experiment with Komet for a few years now. It's not been great. He flashes every 2 or 3 games a year, and they're like, I'm back in on Cole Komet. Now I'm done.
Right.
I'm done with that. That ship sailed a few years ago where I'm not listening to the Dortch hype train and I'm not listening to the Komet hype train. I'm going a different way. And again, you're taking a big chance on rookie tight ends. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to be Brock Bowers. So don't hope for that. Let's trade Komet to the Saints.
Henderson for Murray. Well, is that a super flex league? If that's a super flex league, then
yes, it is. It is a super flex. She said it the comment before.
Well, let's trade Komet to the Saints. And yes, Jamie, I do. You have a collect call from We Oughta Baby Eats a Boy. That was John. They had a baby. It's a boy. So you took Genty and Loveland. Are you in that draft right now?
Yeah. And I still have one more pick. I have my third pick still.
We started one today. I'm in one with some of the guys that were in the undroppables way back when. But they're not there now. But it's a tough league. And I did a complete tear down because that's what I do. And I ended up with I love Travis Hunter. I love him.
If I didn't need a running back, I would have taken Travis Hunter. 100%.
I love Travis Hunter. So I ended up in the top 4 picks with Travis Hunter at 2 and Amari Hampton at 4. Because the third pick took Ward.
So Travis Hunter made it to the 7th pick in this draft.
Wow, really?
It's 6 running backs go in the first round. First 3 picks were running backs.
I mean, given this class, I think that's how we all expected it to go from the jump. That it was going to be mostly running backs off the board first, but
right. It really just in a dynasty league, obviously the first 3 teams needed running backs. I don't think it's going to go like that in a redraft league, though.
Right. Well, in my home league, man, the guys I play against are notorious for hoarding running backs. So as much as it pains me, I almost always have to spend my first pick on a running back, no matter what. And then it's a race to the wide receivers.
Right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 wide receivers is all that went in this first round of this league.
It's probably all that's worth going in the first round.
Right. So you got Hunter, McMillan, and Igbuka.
Igbuka. That's earlier than he's been going in
12th pick.
A lot of leagues. Okay. Do you want to play a game?
Sure.
All right.
Always.
Let's play. I'm going to try not to use the F word. Let's hearken back to the high school days of yore and play Screw, Marry, Kill.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. We were going to play this.
All right. So if you're going to screw him, and I'm going to have to get myself in the right frame of mind for this, to be completely honest. If you're going to screw him, that's somebody you got to have. If you're going to marry him, it's somebody you ended up with, but you could trade him for a better model. I'm not suggesting for you married folks out there that is my view on marriage.
Where is the screw, marry, kill? Here.
And kill is just cut him. I don't want him. Are you ready?
I guess. I didn't really think about this one.
3, and then you come up with 3.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't plan well for this. I'm just going to put that out there.
You
I
what?
forgot about this part. I didn't plan for this very well. I forgot about this part.
All right. Well, you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
We'll do it. It just might not be good.
Well, it's easy. It's easy to pick. You know what I mean? It's like keep, trade, cut, really.
Right.
Okay. Your 3 are.
My screw is somebody who I have to have, but I don't want to leave a draft without.
Right.
Travis Hunter.
Well, no. I'm going to give you 3 names and you have to choose.
Oh, fine. Okay, no. That's easier.
Your 3 are Justin Fields.
No. Kill.
I won't do Aaron Rodgers.
Kill.
All right. Justin Fields, Jordan Love, and Sam Darnold.
All right. Jordan Love would be my kill. No, right? No, screw. Screw. I want Jordan Love.
You're going to screw Jordan Love.
All right. I wouldn't complain
Are you going to charge admission?
if I let people watch.
Okay.
So that's my screw, right?
Yeah. Darnold and Fields.
Mary would be Darnold. I would be fine if I end up with him. I'm not going to be sad, but I'm not going to reach for him by any means. And kill, obviously, with Justin Fields.
You're not interested in Justin Fields.
I don't want Justin Fields.
Ditto. I should have said him earlier on my do not draft list.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that.
Yep. Okay. Do you want to give me 3 or you want to skip it and keep
because
going?
I didn't plan this very well.
Okay, well, fine.
You name 3 that you would screw, marry, or kill. Who do you have to have?
Well, that's easy.
Do the same 3. Is it the same order?
Kill Fields. I don't like Jordan Love either.
Why?
That's why I did this whole thing. I'll marry Jordan Love. I'll screw Sam Darnold, I guess.
Wow.
He's got a pretty mouth.
Wow. Oh, that was good. That was good.
Here, Jamie's got one here. Garrett Wilson, JSN, Marvin Harrison Jr.
All right. Screw is going to be JSN. Mary is going to be Marvin Harrison. And I guess kill is going to have to be Garrett Wilson.
Wow. Okay, I'm screwing Garrett Wilson. I'm marrying Marvin Harrison. I'm killing JSN.
Ooh.
Even though I just screwed his quarterback. Maybe he's going to hold it against me.
Oh, that's another good one she just put up. Chase Brown, Kenneth Walker, and RJ Harvey.
Okay, last one.
Okay.
This is easy. I'm screwing Harvey. I'm marrying Brown. I'm killing Walker. Walker's hurt too much.
I know, but when he is good, he is good.
Yeah. I would rather take Charbonnet late
Yeah.
as someone else's handcuff and use him for the games he starts than be scrambling for a replacement when Walker goes down.
All right. I'm screwing RJ Harvey because he's a Bronco and he's going to run for 2,000 yards and it's going to be the greatest thing I've ever seen. And
He's in a great situation.
I'll marry Chase Brown because I still think there's hope there. Yeah, and Kenneth Walker is going to have to be my kill.
All right. So be it. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. 2,000 yards out of RJ Harvey.
Stop, Jamie. That's enough, Jamie.
I ain't touching Kittle.
On.
I'm not touching Kittle. I would take Njoku and Hawkinson still, but I'm not touching Kittle. He's just like Kelsey. I'm done. In with the new, out with the old on tight ends.
Oh,
Get them while they're hot. They're not hot anymore.
I'm killing Njoku. I hate him.
Really?
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? He looks like Milli Vanilli.
You're going off looks?
You love Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, but I wouldn't still draft his players.
No.
Kittle is not going to be the number one tight end this year. Come on.
Get out. Can we kick people out of the chat?
Can we take a picture of that so we have proof of that?
Yeah, actually.
There's no fucking way that's happening. Sorry about my language, but that is not happening.
Remind you of this, Jamie.
It's your no underwear that are making you think weird.
All right. What's that?
It's her no underwear that are making her think weird.
It's not my no underwear. I have blue underwear.
Jamie has none.
Oh.
Makes you think cuckoo.
All right. Roxanne.
Yo. Here.
Roxy Too Hottie. Do you have, and this is early, this is a way too early, a bold prediction in fantasy for the 2025 season?
That the Broncos finish the AFC West winner. I've already put money on it. So it's not bold. I'm not just talking out of my ass. I've already put cash on my bet. I'll show it to everybody if you don't believe me.
That's pretty spicy. So they're gonna take it from Harbaugh and the Chiefs, huh?
Yep.
What about the Raiders?
Stop.
I think, and I'm sorry that I keep talking about him, but well, no, actually, I'm going to switch it. After all the talk in the offseason about a possible trade, the presence of Braylon Allen, Breece Hall will catch 100 balls this season and finish as the RB1.
It's ballsy.
Spicy.
Over Saquon?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You seen their schedule? Oh, that's brutal. Speaking of which, next time we got to talk about, there are some nice playoff setups.
Yes.
For some fantasy guys that I think a lot of people don't think about that when they're drafting. But it's always nice to have it in the back of your head.
I think more people need to have it in the back of their mind.
Yeah.
You can tell on the way they draft that that's not being considered at all. You know? Like they forget about it after their first couple rounds and then it comes back to bite them in the playoffs.
Free balling.
No, I do not believe in the Madden curse. Stop it. Do you?
I mean, that's silly, but yes. I guess that's going to do it for us for this time. We actually didn't even get to all the stuff.
We didn't. We talked about underwear too much.
What's that?
We talked about underwear too much and Mike Tomlin.
That's right. But that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. And it's going to be more of the same during the season. Please, if you have not liked the video, please do so. Make us look good. Make us look like people care. And thanks, guys. This is kind of a soft opening for us. So we're really glad to see some friends in the chat. And
put up Jamie's last comment there to send us out.
What's that?
Put up Jamie's last comment there to send us out.
Tell all your friends. That's the idea. We're going to get all the information you need during the season.
It's not just going to be our opinions. We're going to give you guys help.
We're going to give you actionable information, and we're going to have fun doing it.
We're just getting you ready for the regular season with this nonsense.
And we're going to pay attention to the chat, too. All right. Say goodnight to your guy, Roxy.
Tom Brady, good night. I hope you sleep well. I'm sure you're already in bed sleeping. But if you're not, sleep well, darling. What are you going to say to your girl?
Oh, good night, Amber. Don't make a mess, please. Go to bed.
Go to bed. Put the bottle down.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Angie and Cindy and Jamie.